Tonight, a community meeting is being held for people in the Globe, Miami area hit by last week's devastating flooding. Officials will be answering any questions and concerns that people have. And 12 News journalist Chase Golightly in Globe for us now. And Chase, there are so many questions, I'm sure, up here as the cleanup is still underway and will probably be going on for weeks. What do you have for us?
Yeah, Troy, it's going to be going on for a long time. Now, the incident management team tells us today they have made significant progress in removing cars, those propane tanks, and debris in the waterways. But here in downtown Globe, that really saw a lot of that flooding. A lot of people out here still doing a lot of cleanup. You have this antique shop right here. I spoke with the owner yesterday saying that a majority of her items were hit by the flood and the mud, saying that she might not be able to financially recover from this. I also want to show you this auto mechanic shop right here, and you can see they have a lot of work ahead of them. Those cars getting pushed with the 65-mile-per-hour currents that tore through this area. Here's another vehicle. You can see all the water and mud caked underneath it. I did see them doing some cleanup efforts here yesterday, but again, you can see there's a lot more going on. Some other businesses are making headway in their cleanup efforts. You have a cafe right here. It looks like they're putting on some wood paneling on the sides there. They have all their items right there in the middle still drying out, so they are making some progress here. But let's go ahead and show you everything that they had to throw away. Check out this dumpster right here, filled with all sorts of debris that were inside these shops that had to be torn out. Some of the walls also had to be torn out as well because the flood just pushed right through them. Now, the section that we're in right now, right here in downtown Globe, it's this area that most of the stores are closed. However, we did see today more shops are open. We have a restaurant that's open. You have a barber shop that's open. There's even a sign saying that businesses are open. So again, that progress is being made. However, it is in this section of town where we're seeing a lot of those closures happen. Again, we were talking about those cleanup efforts today. The incident management team says that they have recovered more than 60 cars that were washed away. They found 4 more yesterday. They did say that they have made contact with every single one of those owners. All of them have been accounted for. Their goal now is to go into those waterways, into Pinal Creek, and remove some dead trees, cut them up, and then get them out of there. Of course, they want those waterways to be clear for when the next storm arrives. Even if it's just rain, they want everything to be as clear as can be. They are anticipating that they will be here at least throughout the weekend, but they were telling me that even after they leave, this town is still going to have a lot of work. It's not only here, it's in neighboring Miami where we were seeing damage and a lot of cleanup efforts going on. So still a lot of work to be done, but the community is really relying on each other. We're seeing businesses helping businesses, volunteers coming out to help out, so they are working as quickly as possible. Now, I want to go back to that meeting tonight because you're right, Troy. A lot of people have questions in regards to insurance, to see if there's going to be state and federal aid coming, to see if more volunteers will be coming down to help out the towns of Globe and Miami. That meeting will be held at 6 p.m., so in less than 2 hours. It's going to be held at the High Desert Middle School here in Globe. It's about a 10 to 15-minute drive away from downtown, and you're going to have officials with the county, with the cities of Miami and Globe, and also that incident management team answering any questions and concerns that people might have. They are expecting it to be busy, but if you can't make it, it will also be live streamed, so that way you can hear some of the responses that these crew members have to say just about everything going on here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see some of the concerns that people have. And you're showing us some of these buildings. That car repair shop looked like a movie set. It almost didn't look real. But for people who don't really understand this.
Let's go ahead and
yeah, as you're showing us, talk to me here. Because this town sits right on that Pinal Creek, right? And they've had flooding incidents in the past. This is the worst I remember in the 30 years of covering, Arizona. I mean, what can really be done? I mean, outside of creating almost some sort of a different flood path or putting up walls on that creek, because when you get a lot of water coming through that creek, it's going to spill into this area.
Yeah, that's one thing that we're working on. When I was speaking with the mayor of Miami yesterday, he said for their town, they actually have plans on creating a second canal on the south side of the 60. He says that plan's been in the works for a while. He says he's working with Arizona State University to come up with that. He says that they have the engineers in place, the plans in place. The one thing that they're running into is funding. He says that's the biggest problem that they're facing, is just trying to get money from state or even federal resources.
Yeah, like Army Corps of Engineers almost at this point.
That's for the situation here in Globe.
You know, the people who do the levees and things like that.
Yeah, and for here in Globe, though, I haven't been able to talk to officials. Maybe that's something, I mean, I can totally understand residents at tonight's meeting saying, hey, how can we make sure this never happens again? I mean, like I said, speaking with businesses, they said that they might have to just close their doors for good. Like you said, that this area is known for flooding, but nothing this significant. When you hear from people who live here for a long time, when you hear from those leaders, they say that they've never experienced anything like this, but that is going to be another big question that we're hoping to get addressed tonight, is how do you prevent something like this from happening? If it's creating additional waterways or trying to come up with different paths, we're hoping to get those answers tonight.
Absolutely. Chase, thank you. That meeting starting at 6 o'clock. Also developing tonight,